Our vision has always remained the same. That's to make an impact in our city, our province, our country, and the world by building great churches and seeing people come to know Jesus. This is the heart behind Springs Canada. In October of last year, we announced a new campaign to help raise funds for a brand new building in our Calgary campus, with the goal of raising those funds completely debt-free. This would allow us the opportunity to extend our reach, to go further and see God do something so spectacular in our country like never before, literally bringing Springs Church to the nation. And the amazing thing is that since launching this campaign, we have heard story after story of the incredible faithfulness of God as people, everyday people just like you, just like me, have decided to give to see people come to know Jesus all around the world. I'd like to share with you one of those stories. Daniel and Megan, a young couple recently engaged, were planning the details for the day they would become husband and wife. And although they weren't married yet, Daniel and Megan decided that together they would commit to pledge to Springs Canada. And like so many of us, they literally gave until they gulped, even with the cost of their upcoming wedding. All the wedding details were coming together, except for one thing: the wedding reception venue. Megan had found the perfect location. However, it was far more costly than what they had budgeted for. Disheartened, they continued to look for another location, but kept believing that God would provide for the wedding and their Springs Canada pledge. 1 week later, Megan found out the reception venue had redone their pricing plan, which was significantly cheaper than their previous price. When they found out their wedding date was available, they booked the venue. With the venue's new pricing plan, Daniel and Megan ended up saving over $7,000, enough to pay for their wedding and make good on their pledge to Springs Canada. I'm always encouraged by stories like this. People putting their faith and hope in God, wanting to see an amazing difference come to their nation by seeing people won to Jesus. I'm reminded of John and Teresa's story, a recently retired couple who also chose to take a leap of faith. John and Teresa have been in our church for many years and have recently stepped into a new phase of life, retirement. When they heard Pastor Leon share about Springs Canada, they were excited. They desperately wanted to help, but were apprehensive because of their new budget. They prayed together and believed that God would provide. And in November of 2013, they submitted their pledge. On Christmas Eve, John received an unexpected surprise. His former employer had sent him a check to show him his appreciation for John's contribution to the company. This left John in tears, and showing the check to his wife, she too became overwhelmed with emotion. The check that they received was 10 times more than their pledge to Springs Canada. What these couples received was more than just a financial blessing. What they got was a trust and a regard for God. What they gave towards was more than just a building campaign. They were giving to see people come to know Jesus in a real and tangible way. If you've given to Springs Canada, we want to thank you for your contribution. We are so grateful. And maybe you've pledged, but you haven't given yet. Can I encourage you? Do it now. Don't let this moment pass you by. Grab that envelope on your seat and give today. Let's together see how many people we can see won to Jesus in our lifetime.